Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm echoing.
It's good.
Okay, you can hear me. I'm here because I joined with some people who are very concerned about the cat issue. And you've heard that for years, I think. But I have seen so many die and suffer, and it's disgusting. It's beyond. I mean, I have a great heart. I'm a nurse for the homeless and for anyone that suffers, and it's my goal is to try to do things to make a difference with the cat situation right now. I'd like to have some answers from anybody. Do you ever have a discussion, or do you just listen to what I'm going to say, which I think you've probably already heard? Would you ever answer questions if I ask something?
It's difficult with only 3 minutes
Okay, well, then I'll try
to
to
get
be
into it.
fast.
So just
All right. I
Go
know
ahead.
that
Thank you.
two people here have met with some of the people that are really active with the cat situation. But I'd like you to, I know who you are, and I'd love for you to meet with us again. It doesn't make sense for us to come here and just rattle off all the things that you've already heard unless we have a conversation, unless we come together and we either plan what we might be able to do, or we'd say, nope, we can't do it. It's just not going to happen in the next couple of years. So I am asking that somebody would definitely call Stu or one of us and say, sure, are you available this day? And let 3 or 4 of us meet together, and then we would be able to say, here's what we would like to do. Will you help us or will you not? Let's get some things very honest. Now I'll go on to number 2, which the TNR situation. Apparently other communities are finding a lot more cats. They are having them all go into the vet. They're being neutered, sprayed, whatever, and then put back into their colonies. Why don't we do more of this? We have so many colonies, and the cats just keep procreating. And then there's more kittens, and then there's more kittens, and they just grow up. We're inundated with cats. I'd love to know, does anybody up there have an answer to this? What, can you do this? Can we do more? We have the vets. Anybody going to answer me? No?
So to do more is a budgetary issue.
Right.
And when it comes around for the next budget cycle,
Right.
I think that is something that we need to look into. And in response to your question to meet, so Councilwoman Delamonte and I have met
Right.
with several representatives. And in the intervening time, there have been some calls and efforts to try to solidify some arrangements and discussions around potential private funding. And so when there are some things to update the group on, then I think that we will definitely call you and have a meeting. But to have a meeting, there needs to be some update to be given for the meeting to be productive. So what I'm saying is work is being done. And when there is something to update you on, then the intent is to give you a call and to sit down again and discuss next steps.
Okay, my problem with that, and I respect what you just said, is that the update may not come for months and months and months and months. I would rather meet, as I just explained, to discuss a plan, which we have, discuss it and see if it's viable or not. I mean, we could wait for 6 months before whatever you're working on, we don't even know you're working on it. And what's the point? We're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't see us getting anywhere unless we make, you want to say something?
No, they do know, we're working on it, we're trying to work on a short-term,
Oh, yeah.
sorry,
that's unusual.
that's very unusual. We're trying to work on a short-term solution and a
Right.
long-term solution. So, we have our task, the short-term comes down to a budget, also the long-term does as well. But there was an RFP that was issued for a voucher program, and we went to check to see if the voucher program, if that RFP is, we could still use that RFP. It turns out the RFP expired. We'd have to go through the whole process again for the voucher program. So we're trying, before we do that, we have to find funding for that process. So that's where we are right now. Stuart contacts me all the time. I call him back and I say, as soon as I
Good.
know, we will have an update.
So is that something that you are working on, so we can?
Yes.
Oh, good.
With many other things, but yes, we
Yeah,
are
I know,
working on it.
I know everybody's very busy on this board, but I'd like one or two things that you would say to me that we're working on it, and let's see if we can make some progress. Because I have a sense of, I've only been here twice, but I've been working with this CAT group. I don't see progress. And what's the point of coming up here and speaking if there's no progress and there's no answers? Does anybody on the board really feel as though they want to work to get some suffering done? I really have one more thing, and I'll be
Thank you.
fast.
Give it to people. A lot of people want to.
I know, can I just say one more thing? We
Thank
never
you.
saw the letter. We never saw a letter that probably went out from the lawyer. Do you all know about this letter? It went out? No, you don't know about the letter.
Time, please. The 3 minutes is over. Thank you so much.
Well, who's talking to me?
It's the town clerk.
Oh.
Gloria, we've talked about this.
Yes,
If
we
you
have.
have an update to give us, please do. And if you could send me the letter you're talking about, please do.
I heard that the attorney wrote the letter. We didn't write the
I
letter.
don't know who I'm not sure which attorney
I don't know
you're
what-
referring to.
Your attorney apparently told us that you wrote the letter. We'd like to see the letter.
Letter has.
To a donor. It's to a donor, Jim.
Okay,
Oh,
let's talk about this afterwards. We are at 3 minutes and a lot of people
Yes,
want to be heard.
okay,
So
I'm
we'll
sorry.
continue talking.
Thank you.
But thanks
Thank
for
you.
listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.